Our ongoing coverage of the coronavirus pandemic continues. Welcome to Western Mass News at 6 on this Monday. I'm Chris Pisano. Let's get straight to today's headlines surrounding the virus. 10,000 new tests for COVID-19 were conducted over the weekend. Right now, there are 5,752 confirmed cases in Massachusetts. Governor Charlie Baker today saying the federal government has approved 1,000 more ventilators for the state. He also said those that are self-employed should not apply for unemployment yet. And several communities are reporting a surge in confirmed coronavirus cases, most noticeably Springfield and Westfield. Health officials across the country anticipate we are still weeks away from reaching the peak numbers of U.S. coronavirus cases. Western Mass News is getting answers from local hospitals on just how they're preparing for the surge in cases. And Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us live in Springfield with more. Audrey.
Some of the reports coming out of New York State can be alarming, especially with respect to ventilator shortages. I spoke with representatives from both Bay State Health and Mercy Medical Center about how they're preparing for a possible surge in coronavirus cases locally.
We have the advantage of having seen what happened in Seattle and New York to do our preparation.
Bay State Health CEO Mark Kerouac expressing optimism that the hospital system has enough ventilators to help patients with severe coronavirus symptoms.
We have 130 ventilators currently, and we have 45 more on order. We currently don't think that we're going to wind up short.
Kerouac said so far 34 coronavirus patients in Bay State's hospitals have required critical care. According to Kerouac, he regularly checks in with other Western Mass hospitals
to make sure that nobody has more of what they need and that everyone is distributing resources appropriately.
The chief medical officer of Mercy Medical Center, Robert Roos, echoing Kerouac's positive outlook.
We have 43 ventilators right now, and we have currently have significant capacity to treat those patients.
Kerouac and Roos expressed a need for more N95 masks, as have nurses with Berkshire Medical Center. When it comes to bed spaces and treatment options, both local hospitals are ramping up for a surge.
We ultimately believe that at Bay State Medical Center we'll be able to get to 500 beds, 150 of them ICU beds.
We are developing a committee of regional experts to review the latest evidence of treatment regimens, as well as seeking approval to participate in trials for new medications.
Before patients even get to that point, Bay State announced that this week they will test for coronavirus in their main lab in Holyoke, which could help bring their newly constructed triage center into play.
We went through a test run late last week. It's there, it's ready to go should we need it. It's got 30 some odd bays for rapid turnaround testing.
As Chris mentioned earlier today, Governor Charlie Baker announced that 1,000 ventilators have been approved from the federal government for hospitals around Massachusetts. Live in Springfield, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.
Audrey, thank you for that live report. The Department of Public Health reporting a more than 700 case spike here in the Bay State just today, bringing now our total statewide to well over 5,000. And breaking it down by county for you, Middlesex and Suffolk counties have surpassed 1,000 cases each. Closer to home in Western Mass, Hampden County cases have increased by 51, the total now 255. Hampshire numbers increasing by 9 to 46. Franklin County cases increasing by 7 to 49. And Berkshire County is up to 162. That's up 11 since yesterday. Looking at numbers by cities and towns, Springfield officials say there are now 45 cases in the city. And here's a look at new numbers in Westfield, 46 confirmed cases there. Chicopee with 20. Palmer, 4 positive. And in Greenfield, Buckley Healthcare Center says there are now 17 patients testing positive for coronavirus at their facility. That's up from 4. They say 5 of the 17 at the center are now hospitalized. And Hatfield just announcing their first case in town today. Cities and towns across the state are seeing an increase of positive coronavirus cases, one of those being the city of Westfield. And Western Mass News reporter Sarah Granelli joins us live after speaking with the mayor about the spike there. Sarah.
Chris, the mayor says there are 20 new cases in the city since Friday. And he says all of these numbers are being updated online on the city's website.
46 confirmed cases at this point.
Westfield Mayor Don Humison says there are currently more than 36 cases of COVID-19 in Westfield, and that's up from the 26 cases reported on Friday. He tells Western Mass News the new numbers may be nerve-wracking for community members, but he wants to be transparent about what's going on.
Our goal is to make sure that as cases happen and affirmative positive cases are found, we put that information out there every day. So our numbers are accurate. They're pretty much up to date. We release them every morning at 10 o'clock.
He tells Western Mass News there are about 41,000 people living and working in Westfield, and the city's health department is working to contain the spread.
Up to this point, our public health nurses have been doing all the information, the background checking that they do, the interviews they have with the patients, with the families.
Many questions like who they've been in contact with and where they've gone.
We don't have any clusters yet, so it's not like all the cases are in one place. And I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I mean, if obviously they were in their one area, it'd be easy to contain. But Westfield is a big city with a lot of area, and we're kind of spread out. So these cases are kind of all over this place. They're not in any one neighborhood, any one apartment complex, or any one business.
He says now he hopes people will take this threat of COVID-19 more seriously.
I think any positive case is concerning, but we want to make sure people realize this is serious. And so I think when the numbers were really low, people weren't really paying attention. They didn't take this as seriously as they should, but we're telling everybody to follow the protocol.
That protocol, the mayor says, is continuing to social distance and continue to wash your hands. Live in Westfield, Sarah Gurnelli, Western Mass News.
Sarah, thanks for that live report. Now to Ludlow. Hampden County Sheriff Nick Kochi and Hampden County DA Anthony Gallooni addressed a movement by the American Civil Liberties Union calling for the release of thousands of incarcerated individuals. The Massachusetts ACLU is urging the state to release more than 16,500 prisoners due to the coronavirus pandemic. Kochi and Gallooni say that is not the right move.
The request for broad swaths of inmates to be released from our jails and houses of corrections are strongly ill-advised. Releasing any individual to the community without a proper, thought-out release plan is nothing shy of carelessness.
And what has been proposed by the ACLU and the Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers and the Committee for Public Counsel Services is really a broad brush approach and a dangerous approach to dealing with these issues. Frankly, it does not consider victims' statutory rights. It does not consider public safety.
During today's press conference, Kochi revealed that one employee at the House of Corrections in Ludlow had tested positive for COVID-19. That person's been at home recovering for the past 16 days. The sheriff says no other prison employees have tested positive. Calls are out across the country and here in Massachusetts for blood donations during the coronavirus pandemic. Here in Western Mass, Bay State Medical Center is also asking for donors to step forward. Western Mass News reporter Leon Purvis is live in Holyoke, where Bay State temporarily moved its donor location. And Leon, why the move?
Chris, Bay State Health is doing this for precautionary measures to keep donations coming.
There is a crucial need for blood donations, and this need is not going to go down anytime soon. When we issued our emergency order ordering the close of all non-essential businesses, we specified blood and plasma donations as an essential service for all the reasons that would make sense to just about everybody.
Governor Charlie Baker on Monday says there is a great need for blood donors to come forward during the coronavirus pandemic. Locally, Bay State Health has moved its donor center to its Holyoke location for the time being. They have safety measures in place for those who come in to donate blood.
We're taking extra precautions. We've been wiping down all of our supplies and chairs with bleach wipes after each donor. We moved here so we could do the 6 feet apart rule. You know, we're not using our bus. We're using the chairs here 6 feet apart so everyone's safe.
With the social distancing measures in place, people are still coming to do their part.
I can speak from over the last week that we have collected over 70 units. We did that in actually 3 days and saw probably over 120 people.
Bay State health experts tell Western Mass News no one should be afraid to give blood.
No, please come and donate. We're taking all the precautions we can, and it's never too much blood. We need as much blood as we can get. It could go to a family member, a friend, anything like that. We are in need of blood, so please do not feel scared to come and donate. We are here for you.
Now, Bay State Health will be taking donations at its Holyoke location till at least the end of April. Live in Holyoke, Leon Purvis, Western Mass News.
Leon, thanks for that information and the live report. Thank you. With so much changing minute by minute, of course, you can get the answers you need on coronavirus sent right to your inbox. It's easy. Sign up for our daily update delivered each morning with the latest local, national, and world headlines related to the coronavirus. Just visit westernmassnews.com/coronavirus to sign up today. Developing news now out of Springfield tonight as police say they're investigating a shooting. Police tell Western Mass News they were called to Whiting Street around 4 o'clock this afternoon, not long ago. They say one victim was privately taken to Bay State Medical Center with serious injuries. They located a second victim with non-life-threatening injuries just a few blocks away from that scene. No word on any suspects at this point, and police say they are continuing to investigate.